I would normally talk like this.
Oh, we started.
Restart or we started?
We started. Hurry, do an intro.
Bro, wait, we
Uh-huh.
restarted?
No, we're 11 seconds in now.
We started.
Yeah, say something, say something,
WE.
say something.
Hey guys, welcome to the
Plan,
unplanned,
prepare,
unprepared, and unpredictable
predictable.
podcast where the topics are unplanned, the hosts are unprepared, and the conversations are unpredictable. Welcome. What up?
I don't know if this is a sign of success, but we've had some mean comments lately, or at least one. I'm talking like we had like 10 mean comments. We had one mean comment recently,
Oh,
and it did upset me. I did get upset.
what was the comment?
It was like, this is AI slosh. Like, this is garbage. This is just AI garbage.
Oh yeah.
And you know what?
What?
Like they don't understand the premise and the structure of our podcast. It's the things we post online. Yeah, it's AI generated because we don't want to put in too much effort. Is not what I want to say. That doesn't sound right. I mean, we put in effort, but like
Yeah.
manageable effort because this is our we have many other activities going on. This is our like fourth or fifth priority in life probably, right?
Yeah. It doesn't even make my list of priorities,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. So, hold on.
What are you upset about?
Wow, so unpredictable. I had to shut my door. Anyways,
Oh, why?
like my somebody outside my room was making a lot of noise.
No, okay.
But anyways, you have anything you want to talk about?
Can we finish the thought that you're
What was
having?
the thought?
Why does that upset you so much?
Oh, I don't know. Like I'm not a big fan of criticism. I don't take criticism pretty well in real life. And
But it's
virtually, yeah.
but the thing that this person said was very true, no?
I'm not sure. I think our content is very good quality. The things that we post that are AI generated are no, it's not great. It's very, very, I mean, no effort at all, basically. But
Yeah.
still, what's the point of watching it, listening to it, and saying something mean about it? And I went to this guy's Instagram page.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just cars and like some weird looking dude. I don't know. Anyway,
No, you should just be like, you're accurate. That's true. That's right. Thank
I
you for
said, I
noticing.
think I said thank you. I'm pretty sure I liked the comment and said thank you, but
Yeah, there you
it
go.
it did, it did. Like, if I'm really honest about it, hurt my feelings a little bit.
Oh, well, I think you need to learn to not let those things bother you.
You know what's really funny though? I've been telling people recently, like the last couple days, specifically the
Uh-huh.
last 2 days, I was like, you know what? Accuracy shouldn't hurt people's feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's insensitive, possibly. I think I'm realizing that's a little bit insensitive. People, hey, not everybody's feelings are founded. Like we shouldn't indulge everybody's feelings all the time, especially I don't know, extreme ones, I guess. But feelings are significant, and if people feel bad, we should care about it.
No, but the premise is really weird, right? Because what you're saying is that we should give credence to the emotional reaction of saying something accurate. Because that doesn't that in it like in and of itself sound odd? Like let's say you're walking down the street and I say, "Oh, Jerry is walking down the street." Is that something to be upset about?
He's
And you're
walking
the one.
stupidly. The way he walks is bad or silly looking.
No. That you're adding additional information.
He
No,
said AI
right?
slosh. Slosh. Oh,
Yeah.
slosh. I think has a very negative connotation.
But it is AI slosh. Like
Oh.
I don't even double check what clips are being made. I literally just plug it in and then just yeah, it is AI slosh. But that's the way that we've chosen to do things to make our lives easier and to
Anyways, that guy is ugly and stupid. That's accurate.
all right.
Anyways, You know what's
Well,
funny? If we ever
ugly
reveal
and
our
stupid guy.
faces, huh?
Huh?
If we ever reveal our faces, oh god, oh
Oh god.
god.
No, I'm gonna go on record and say I am ugly. So
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm
whoa.
not gonna.
No, no, no.
uh,
Your face is very symmetrical.
Anyways, topics. I have some topics. I think I have a
You know
topic.
what? I'm gonna try to think of a topic off the. I didn't think of one, and I didn't care to think of one recently. There's nothing
Uh-huh.
on my mind at all, like at all. I've been dog sitting,
Okay.
and I dog sit for a pretty wealthy family, so I stay at their house while they're away for like 30, well, like 27 more days.
Uh-huh. Dang. Long time.
And yeah, long time. So I dog sat slash house sat for them for like a week, and it went pretty well. Nothing died. No plants or dogs. But now I'm doing it for 27 more days. I
Wow.
don't know. How
Wait,
much do you think I should be getting paid? I am getting paid, but I wonder how much you think I should be getting paid. And I did look it up a little bit. If if you were paying somebody to watch one pet in your entire house for 30 days, how much would you pay them per day?
at least. Well, what are your responsibilities? Just make sure the place doesn't burn down and feed the dog.
So yes, make sure the house doesn't burn down.
Uh-huh.
She didn't say that explicitly, but I assume
Yeah.
that's implied.
Uh-huh.
Take care of all the plants, indoors and outdoors. There's probably like 10, 20 plants, like 20, close to 20 plants, indoors and outdoors.
How often do you get to go home?
I usually don't, just because, I mean, I can at any time. Like, I'm not stuck there.
Yeah.
The only thing that keeps me there mostly is the dog, and the dog has to be taken out 3 times a day and fed twice, and she has to be alive.
I
Yeah.
would think at least on this might be the low end, but at least $50 a day. No?
Oh God. Okay. Well,
What is that, low or high?
I feel like that's a good minimum. Yeah, I do think
Okay.
so.
Okay. Okay.
If I the way so before I looked up the numbers, I
Uh-huh.
thought about it per hour. So like,
Uh-huh.
what's the minimum amount of hours I'm actually working? Now you could argue I'm working 24/7 because I'm in a house that's not mine, but this house is actually really really nice and has a lot of amenities, and I have my own
Uh-huh.
room, bathroom, very clean, comfortable. It's like as comfortable as you could be not being at your home, like 80,
Uh-huh.
85, 90% comfort level. I do wish I was home because my computer's here and all my clothes are here and okay, but let's say I have to work maybe three because I have to take the dog out 3 times a day. Let's say
Yeah.
3 hours right there, and then watering the plants. You know what? If I do it by hour like that, then it's almost not. It's almost 0 hours. It's really not that many hours.
Yeah, I know. You can do all of that within an
Okay,
hour's
okay, okay,
time.
okay. Let's say I was doing this while living at home. 2 hours per trip. I don't know,
Uh-huh.
travel and inconvenience, labor, and actually taking care of the plants and dog. Anyway, let's say 6 hours a day. Oi, that's a
Uh-huh.
lot.
That is a lot. I mean, how much are you getting paid? Can you just tell
No,
us?
I don't want to. Well, I guess I could. I didn't want to tell him. No, I don't want to put it out there, but it's less than the number you said just now
Oh, okay.
per day for 30 days of
Wait,
work.
well, if you think about it, 30 times 50, that's like $1,500.
30 days times $50, $1,500. Yeah,
That's
but it's for
1,500.
an entire month of my life.
Yeah.
Four
Yeah.
to 6 hours a day at least. Yes, I think. And you know what? So like the plants, it doesn't take nothing. Nothing really takes that long. Like I feed the dog, it takes like a couple minutes. Take her out like 15 minutes. Uh, like
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know how to charge for labor. I don't know.
yeah, you should just say, can you pay me $3,000, say $100 per day? And then if they say that's too much, then say, fine, I'll take like half off and then go down to
No, I
50.
actually there was no negotiation. I told them I'd do it for free, but
Well,
yeah.
well,
Well, it's because these are people I really, really like. Like they're not strangers. They're people I really
sure.
like. And
Yeah.
again, the house has many, many. You know what's funny? When they were first showing me their house, they were like, "Oh, this house has this." I don't want to say exactly what they have, but this, that, and like these are things that you would go somewhere and pay money for. like $20-$30 an hour to use those things at like a venue, they
Uh-huh.
have three very expensive amenities at their house at least, not
Uh-huh.
including the room and the bed and the bathroom that I use.
Uh-huh.
And they're like we'll also pay you this amount of money every day, and then they're like, so we'll give you this much, but we're gonna charge you more than what we're giving you because we're letting you use our house.
What?
No, as a joke, but that's,
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think, that anyway, that's not incorrect though. That thinking is like, it's a joke, but
Oh,
it's
I
also
see.
not
I see.
incorrect thinking. They're right. If
Uh.
if this was an Airbnb I was staying at, it would three, four, five, six, I don't know, many times what I'm getting paid to
uh.
be here.
But you can't have like people over or anything like that, right?
So infrequently, they're like maybe once a week I can have people over and not too many people.
Yeah.
But yes, I can have people over. But they can't
Huh.
go to 100% of the house.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think house sitting though. So I mean, you're going to be held responsible if something
That's right.
happens,
So
right?
there is a lot of responsibility.
There's
Yes.
a lot of risk.
A lot of
It's not a no
risk.
risk situation.
Is it riskier for them or for me?
I mean, well, let's say the dog dies. How are they going to hold you responsible?
I would probably have to move away.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. These are
Your
very powerful people, members of my community.
your life would be altered,
I'd
right?
have to spend the next 27 days, 27 days looking for an exact dog. I'm not joking. I'd have to
Yeah.
go city to city. I'd have to take 2 weeks off from my job and find an
Uh-huh.
exact replica of this dog.
Yeah. So, I mean, usually the
Oh, yeah.
payment is correlated to the risk. Like when you do something illegal, right?
Huh? Say
Like
say that again?
when you're doing something illegal,
Yeah.
usually your payment is correlated to the
Oh,
risk,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The greater the
Yeah.
risk, greater the reward. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm saying, I don't know, bro. It seems like a high risk situation.
Okay. So some people online, they're like 50 to 60 per night, something like that, to take care of a dog. If you
Uh-huh.
send a dog to like a kennel, one
Uh-huh.
of those, I don't know what they do. I guess they take them out and feed them, but they pretty much just kind of keep them in a small cage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that some people are like $75 a day.
Dang. Dude,
So
you should be getting paid at least 100 a day
$100,
then.
yeah, because this dog. I mean, it's anyway. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah.
Not only that, but it's the added benefit of having somebody at the house, right? So like whenever you're on vacation, especially if you're gone for an entire month, you have to be worried about things happening in the house,
Oh
whether
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
like a pipe burst maybe
yeah.
or like somebody like breaking in. Especially like I think if a thief wants to break into a house, they can observe, oh, this no one's been here for a while, so
Sure.
it might become a target. So there's added benefits beyond just the dog sitting that they're getting with you there.
I wonder if I could do this full time somehow, because I do work from home. I wonder if I could work from home to home.
Huh.
You know, like I do think $50 to $100 per day is not that unreasonable. Cause if I'm there 24/7, pretty much, right?
Dude, you can keep hopping from home to home to do that
Oh,
and put your house on rent,
oh,
like
oh,
rent it out.
oh! You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. You know what? If that is your life, that is a scenario where I think a camper van is.
Camper
Yeah, yeah, yep,
van.
yep.
There you
Should I
go.
sell my house?
Dude.
Buy a camper van and just do this full time? I think
Yeah.
I think if I just go door to door and, well, I don't think people will let me. Yeah, I need some sort of credentials, huh? How do you get cuz how do you it has to be word of mouth, you know? Cuz you can't
Yeah.
really advertise. Like even if you
Yeah.
advertise really well, would you trust this complete stranger full
Yeah, you're right.
access of your home? So it's very hard to break break in to the market.
Yeah. This is a very unique situation that you're in of
Right.
these people who know you and trust you and
Right, right.
yeah.
Who are regularly gonna vacation. So I have one client. If I can somehow like a dozen clients, I'm sure I could spend almost all of my year not at home. Or
But I don't think that'll work out because there are typical months where people vacation.
that is true.
There's gonna be a lot of overlap. You
Lots
know.
of overlap. But see, even if they overlap, like say I have two clients at once, I just have to go back and forth, like spend a few hours here, spend a few hours there. I
Uh,
just have to keep everything alive.
that's
And
right.
then just go to sleep in my camper van. Worst case scenario.
Right. Oh my gosh, bro, just do that.
So the
That could
bad
be
thing
your life.
about where I live, if your house is not your primary residence, your taxes are like double or something crazy, like outrageous. It's
Wait,
almost not
what?
profitable to be a renter or to be renting out a home.
Well, don't rent a house.
No, but I want to. So I sell my
Oh,
house. I want to keep
I
it.
see. I see what you mean. Huh? Maybe can you not rent it like under the table to like somebody you
Oh,
know?
so I could. I mean, I can, but see, that's a. I don't like any. If I'm worried if I have like, even a kind of close friend, you
Yeah,
start having that kind of arrangement and you start having disagreements, it could become very very bad, especially with no like legal documentation or contracts and stuff.
that's right.
So there is again high risk, high reward. You know
Yeah,
what
can you
I
imagine?
what
Can you imagine if they decided to like become squatters and to just sit on your house
I
and
wonder
then
what my state's squatters' rights are. But every
yeah,
state is pretty like lenient toward the squatter, isn't it?
I think so.
Right?
Well, not as much as like California. I heard California is like the West Coast is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't is that one of those things where the people who wrote the law, they had good intentions, but then people exploited it because it became like a loophole?
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
because you in this situation, there is a definite imbalance of power versus renter and rentee, right? So the law, I think, the good intention was let's give more power and more advantage to the renter, but yeah,
It became one of those weird loopholes.
I think so. I mean, I kind of understand why it's there, because it's a very traumatic event for someone to like lose their house,
Yeah, yeah,
lose
yeah,
the
yeah.
lose the place that they're living in.
Well, I squatters only hurt small businesses. I imagine like companies that own, apartment buildings and stuff, they kick people out really easily.
Yeah, and that's interesting to me. Why is that? Why is that true?
I
Is it easier?
I that's how it's portrayed. So I watched a lot of Suits, the legal
Uh
drama,
huh.
and there was many episodes, but one of the early episodes, this person, all these people actually in this apartment building. It was like rent controlled in New York, I guess. Yeah, I mean that's where it's the drama is based in.
Uh huh.
But basically, they were using. I mean, they were within the laws, but yeah, they were making it incredibly difficult for the tenants to actually fight back because they're richer and yeah, I'm saying
Huh. Interesting.
like oh okay. So in the show, basically the the renter needed didn't want to pay their monthly whatever, what's that called, rent.
The rent.
Okay. So the renter didn't want to
Oh.
pay their rent because things were broken and the person they were supposed to fix it.
Uh-huh.
And they instead of paying rent, they use that money to get the stuff fixed that the people weren't fixing. But
Uh-huh.
then basically you have to put your rent away in like a escrow fund and you can't spend it. If you do that, then it goes against, I don't know, some kind of law and they can just kick you out.
Uh-huh.
So if you have a dispute, you basically have to hold that rent in an escrow account. Otherwise, you can't dispute it at all. Something like that. But basically, if you're poor, I assume this is just true for many things. If you're too poor to fight the big company, you will just get kicked out, and it's
Yeah.
legally allowed.
If you're poor, you're probably not gonna win the arguments.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's impossible. Like again, in a legal battle, like the person with the most money wins. I think that's so. It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Huh.
Much rather be a fight to the death, like with swords. You know, at least it's a fair fight,
But you
kinda.
think the poor person is gonna win in a fight to the death
Yeah,
if that was
against.
the system?
I mean, it's a more fair fight than whoever has more money automatically wins. Hmm.
No, I think the person who has more money will they have more access to training in sword fighting. You know, whatever the incentive is, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. No,
So
honestly, hey, it's a poor person versus a rich person in a court battle, court dispute. I imagine it's like 99, 90%. Okay, let's say it's a 90% chance of you losing. Okay, maybe even more. I don't know.
mm,
Because
mm.
they can basically just keep what's it called, perpetuating it until you run out of money. That's what I assume happens. But whether or not this person is spending 40 hours a week training doesn't matter. Like if the equipment is the same, like the equipment is provided by the government, and you just go, and whoever loses, you lose.
But I wonder how true that statement is. Like, if you have more money, then you you can automatically win court cases. Because I'm sure there are lawyers out there. You know, a lot of lawyers have that like don't pay until you win kind of thing. So if your case is good enough, then I'm sure there are people out there who will take your case, like capable people to help you win those cases, so that they can profit as well, right? Especially if you're going after a big company as a target. Yeah.
So yeah, pro bono cases. I'm sure, but
But
you have to.
not only pro bono, but I'm talking about when you're going after a big entity, there can be a big cash out, right?
There could be, but I think you have to put up basically your own money, and it's a lot of risk.
No, I think there are lawyers out there who take on cases saying, "We'll take our payment if you win."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's because they can afford to do it for free. I'm sure all
Or
of that
those
stuff.
lawyers.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
costs money to do all that.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like,
well,
like,
those so I'm saying
yeah.
even if the person in court is poor, like, they can get a rich lawyer to help them as long as their case is sound. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's
No,
talk about
I
something
think
more
that's a
fun.
possibility. I think it's an unlikely scenario, but I think yes,
No,
absolutely,
I
that's
think
a
it happens all
possibility.
the time.
I don't think it
It
happens all
happens
the
all the
time.
time. Yeah.
So
Hey, the
if you're going up against a big corporation, or somebody with a bunch of lawyers, and like
yeah.
one guy who's just the
Uh-huh.
lawyer can fight on his own, all of them, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
No, I
because there's a lot of work involved also. So like a guy with a team of a dozen lawyers versus one lawyer, I think they'll get overwhelmed by just paperwork.
no, I know a guy who, like, got in a really bad car accident,
Hmm,
and he was just one guy, and it was against, like, a big company, because it was, like, the company was liable,
hmm.
and he won.
I mean, they
Yeah.
probably settled. Huh?
Oh, sure, but, I mean, he got a ton of money, so it's like winning, right?
I guess. I mean,
So that's what
so
I'm saying, like
so yes, in that specific kind of situation, yeah, I think you could make a threat. I think lawyers, instead of actually fighting each other, they just make a threat and said this is what we're gonna do, and they settled. In that situation, yeah, very quick. You don't need a lot of manpower, and you can possibly get. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I couldn't be further from a lawyer, but I assume that's yes. I think that's possible.
hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
settling. If you force someone to
I
settle.
know a guy who has his own law firm,
Mhm.
and he says he litigates, like, everything. So, he's not afraid of kinda going after the big companies, taking them to court and stuff like that, and he wins money for his clients all the time, even though he's just kinda one guy.
I would like to hear what that actually entails. Is it just like threatening to sue them and they settle, or you actually go to court and fight them?
I hear it's a lot of threatening to sue,
Uh,
and there are companies, people who don't wanna deal with that, so then they'll settle and give you, like, favorable terms.
mhm.
Yeah, but then, like, when, this guy that I know, he feels like he's not getting, what's owed to his clients, like, even in the settlement, then he'll actually just go and into a court case with that
I
to try to get as
so
much money.
I don't know what it entails to go to court against someone, but I, I'm sure there are levels to it. And also, if your firm is much smaller, then you're at a disadvantage because I imagine the quantity of work can increase depending on the situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could just be over. Anyway, I don't know. This is not interesting to
It's
me.
not. Hey, so
Uh,
what are some of your favorite
what
movies?
are we talking about? I want to talk about the dog sitting. Anyway,
Dog sitting.
yeah. I
Yeah,
really
you
want to
you
make
gotta
this my
ask for more
full-time
money.
job. Ask for more money? I can't.
Why?
You know what? But I think starting a small business, you have
Uh-huh,
to take less than what you should be getting in the market to
uh-huh.
build goodwill and good word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this guy he does it for this much, and then if I become more in demand, that's when I can start raising my prices.
Hmm.
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. This is
It's not.
I eventually want to own a Papa John's. That's the ultimate goal, actually.
Why?
I like pizza. I want to make really good pizza, and I like Papa John's. Little Caesars,
Interesting.
I had it yesterday. It wasn't very good. I had
Uh-huh,
Domino's recently too. Domino's
uh-huh,
stuffed crust. I had Little Caesars stuffed crust.
uh-huh.
None. I don't think any of it is good. Papa John's makes the best stuffed crust pizza, and the bread. The bread, I think it's my favorite. Like all the other brands are too salty, but Papa John's is really good.
Mm, yeah, I mean, Papa John's for sure. I think the whole better ingredients, better pizza. Like I truly believe in that. I do think they have better ingredients.
Maybe it's because of our age. I talked to some people. Some people like other brands way more. Like I don't know why. I think
Which
Papa John's
ones?
is really good.
Well,
Domino's.
Papa John's is more expensive, I think, isn't
So
it?
it is more expensive,
Yeah.
but I think it's the clear winner out of Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Papa John's.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
All right, anyways,
Favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
recently or all time? Why?
All time. Let's do all time
All
first.
time favorite movie? I couldn't even begin to think about that question.
Really
Yeah, because there's a lot of
fascinating.
movies I like.
Well, let's talk about like when I say favorite movie, are there some that kind of jump out at you in your
So a lot of
mind?
the Marvel stuff, but when I'm working, I like to find something to turn on that I'm familiar with, that
Uh-huh.
I don't get sick of.
Uh-huh.
I watched
And what
John
are
Wick
those?
today. The John Wick series I like a lot.
Yeah, John
I
Wick's
bought a
pretty
new
good.
gun recently. I think that's why I wanted to watch John Wick.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
It's my
You know,
dog sitting money that I used anyway.
same.
So
Uh,
basically, she bought me a gun.
right. Huh. I watched. Have you seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari?
I saw that recently too. I actually like that a lot. So anything I've
That's
seen,
a really good movie, huh?
anything I will watch, like no matter. So if it comes up and I don't have a problem watching it, I think it's
Yeah.
a good movie. That one, I will always turn it on if I see it like as a
Yeah.
recommendation.
And it's like it's cool because it's based on a true story.
I like Christian Bale
Yeah.
and Matt Damon, but Christian Bale was really good in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Christian Bale was good.
Is that your
John
favorite movie?
Berenson? No.
Oh,
Uh, my favorite movie is probably Godfather Part 1.
I have no idea.
It's I can't believe you haven't seen it.
It's
Godfather's
old.
but there's it I think might be the perfect movie. There's like so many famous people in that. So many careers were, I guess,
Like
launched
who?
through that movie. Al Pacino,
All right,
Scott Conn,
I don't know who that is.
Diane Keaton.
I know the name, but I can't. I don't know the face.
Wait, Scott Conn is he's the dad from the movie Elf.
Alf? Oh,
Elf, you know
Elf.
Elf?
Elf.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that guy. Yeah.
yeah. That's him in that
Okay.
movie. And then like not even that, but like Robert Duvall's in there.
See, I
He's
know the
good.
name. Can't picture the face.
Yeah. Well, you
Okay,
need to be a little more cultured, huh?
but why? Okay, we've talked about Godfather on this podcast before. Why?
So I think the story I personally very much like the gangster story, like mafia type stories. Like like the movie Goodfellas or like Casino.
No, none of that's ringing a bell. But like the
You-
only movies or shows with gangsters in it that I'm familiar with
Mhm.
are like Breaking Bad. Being in a gang doesn't seem appealing to me because you start at a low level and to get to a higher level, you got to be kind of a nasty person. And you can easily just get beat up or killed or
Yeah, but there's something about the code, right? And the camaraderie and like the loyalty sometimes to
maybe
your
in
own.
white people gangs, but like the way that like Mexican gangs are depicted, I don't know. It seems kind of scary.
Hmm. Yeah. Have you seen Sons of Anarchy?
Is that the bikes?
Yeah, that's kind of like a gangster TV show.
Like, is there actually a code, or is it sort of like a dog eat dog kind of environment?
In Sons of Anarchy, they actually have a code that often gets ignored, but they literally have like a code um for their kind of organization.
Like, what kind of code is it? Well, what
Like
is it? How does it so often get ignored then?
I mean, because it's a lot of greed and power struggles that pop up.
Oh, so
So
like people who are in charge who want. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, everybody is trying to elevate themselves. That's not a good organization. Yeah.
sure. But that I would argue that every organization is like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm thinking about like corporations and stuff.
Yeah. Everyone in corporations are trying to elevate
I don't
themselves.
know, but when I think about The Godfather, without honestly knowing anything about it,
Yeah.
is it or are they all trying to um, uh, like fight each other and or
So
is there mutual respect?
so the premise of the movie is there are like five families that
Okay.
are like in like the New York area. But they're kind of doing their thing, and then this guy, a new player, comes in, like trying to get kind of push drugs into the area. So he like needs to partner with a family to get that done.
Is it
And
a
the
new
main character,
drug or is it where?
yeah, it's a drug that none of the families are really involved with,
Okay.
and
Okay,
the
so he's
main
trying to break into
family,
the market.
right,
Okay.
with the help of, I mean, like uh, the main character, like what's his name, Brando,
What
Marlon
movie was he
Brando.
in? There was a movie I saw with him in it, and I really liked it.
Was it the army one?
Oh, hold on. I'll try to look for it while you're talking. Go ahead.
But anyways, he has like a lot of like politicians in his pocket because of how prominent he is and all that kind of stuff. And so this new guy is like trying to like partner with him, but he's like, I don't like drugs. Like I don't think it's dirty business. So like he says no. So then he goes to a different family, and then kind of war kind of breaks out, like regarding that. And then it's I don't want to give too much away, so you should go watch it. And it's kind of like how they handle that situation. And then like reluctant sons like getting into the family business. It's very good. It's a very good movie.
So it's five families, and they all deal in drugs.
None of them do.
Oh,
Is the point? Like yeah, none of them kind
wait.
of
So how did
are
they
in
make
that.
their money?
Like gambling, I think is one big one.
Oh, like
Other yeah,
corrupt businesses.
protect yeah, like
Okay,
unsavory businesses.
I see.
Yeah, but there's a reason why if you look at most like top movie lists, Godfather usually appears.
Wait, what's
There's a
the
reason for
appeal?
that, huh?
What's the appeal for you?
I think it's a really first it's a really pretty movie. Like it's very cinematic. Um, it's the storytelling I think is good. It has an excellent resolution, but also kind of dark. Acting I think is good. Yeah, I don't know. There's just it's a good movie.
How old
Yeah,
is this movie?
I think it's in the 70s. It's
A long
very old.
time ago.
It maybe might be the 60s. Hold on, let me look.
Release date
Godfather
1972.
72. Wow. Yeah, epic
That's
gangster
like that's
film.
almost an unfathomable long time ago.
That's over 50 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
people who were alive then are not alive now. Like that's my goodness. Al
Yeah.
Pacino's 85?
Yeah.
Holy
Old dude.
God.
Old dude.
Hey, that's crazy. 85 is a crazy age.
Oh, sorry. It was James Caan, not Scott Caan. Scott Caan is his son. James Caan's son, who's one of the guys in Ocean's 11.
Only Khans I know: Genghis Khan, and
Anyways,
isn't there a
anyway,
Khan from Star Trek? I
yeah.
like Star Trek,
I,
the new
yeah,
ones.
this is objectively a better movie than Star Trek.
Well, are you sure?
Yeah, you should watch it. You
Okay.
really should. Yeah. Well, let's look at what are the best movies.
I don't like old movies though. Just think about it, it's making me sleepy. Oh my gosh.
But it's one of those things where you can't really, like, it has to be like, let's say like 30 years from now, right? Like, wouldn't you still be recommending the MCU, like Infinity Saga,
I
to
don't think
people?
so. I don't. Well, maybe. I'm not sure because I don't recommend movies from 10, 20 years ago now.
What
What
do
are
you
some
mean?
movies from your
Wait.
childhood?
Would you
Uh-huh.
recommend the first Avengers movie?
Is that from 20 years ago?
Well, it's like 10 years ago.
But let's no, let's take I'm talking about like movies from your childhood, like 20 years ago.
Uh-huh.
What movie from 20 years ago are you recommending actively now? Zero. None of them.
Well, I'm recommending a movie from 50 years ago.
Well, this is not from your time period. You're one of those people who are like, "Oh, you know what? Like old movies are
Oh, well,
so
I
like
I
old."
would recommend Iron Man.
Okay, okay, excluding,
Why? Wait.
cultural phenomenons. Yeah.
So no, but all these things you're talking about with the MCU, that's like, if anything, Godfather is an even bigger cultural phenomenon
Okay.
than the
How
MCU.
old is Iron Man? Well,
It's
you know
Iron
what?
Man came out in
It's
2003.
generational. There are not people right now who were born in the 2000s who are talking about The Godfather. 0%. I'm very comfortable saying I'm not zero, maybe like 5 because there
But
are,
movies
outliers.
movies like movies like Godfather are like studied in film class.
Okay, so that's the
Nobody's
5% I'm talking
nobody's
about.
studying nobody's studying MCU movies in film class.
Yeah, maybe they will a long, long time from now. But,
Hmm.
but, but, what you're saying, The Godfather is it's the pinnacle, the peak of movie making? No, can't be.
I think no, that's why you gotta watch it.
To be honest, I don't know, right? But it's an old movie. Like I think you're looking at it with sort of nostalgia. When did
No,
you watch it?
well, the first time I watched it, it was in college, so maybe like 10 years ago. So it was still a 40-year-old movie the first time I watched it,
Like
and I
that's like
still thought it
15
was
years.
great.
That's like 15 years ago. But anyways,
Yeah, but still, anyways, right? Like, yeah,
yeah,
it's still like 30 plus years, right?
30, 30,
Like
40, 50,
like
40. Uh-huh.
I still recommend the Lord of the Rings trilogy to people.
Oh God. Oh God. That one I feel like it's a hit or a miss. I actually don't know anybody other than you who really, really likes that movie.
Oh, you need to get better friends, more
What?
cultured friends.
What do you mean more
Dude,
cultured friends? Nerds? Okay.
Lord of the Rings, how many, objectively, it's a good movie. There's so much there
I
that's
literally,
really.
I don't, okay, I will ask everybody I know starting
Uh,
now.
uh-huh.
And then once I find somebody who says Lord of the Rings is one of their most, like, top 5, I don't know, top 3. What is it for you?
Top 10 for sure.
Top 10 for sure. You don't
Yeah.
even think it's that good then.
What do you mean?
Top 10
Do
is
you want
not
me
very
to?
high.
I think God. Well, there's three of them. That's why. There's three Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Well, there's 20 Marvel movies, I can't.
Yeah.
Anyway, that
Yeah.
that it's its own sort of subcategory. It's off to the side because it's its own kind of thing. You can't group that in with all movies of all time because it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It has the advantage of building from one movie to the next, right?
Sure.
Across 20 plus movies.
You've literally said this before. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Oh
did.
my god.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
lapped. We've lapped.
No.
Our podcast has lapped.
No, okay, no.
Crazy.
But so I'm on imdb.com. I'm looking
Okay.
at the top charts.
Uh huh.
The number one movie, it says, is The Shawshank Redemption. Have you seen that?
I know what it's about.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either. I didn't
Okay.
watch. Number two is The Godfather.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at the list. IMDb top 100 all time.
Just go to imdb.com/chart/top. Are you
Okay.
there?
Shawshank. Yep. Godfather. Yep.
Dark Knight, would you agree? I think Dark Knight
I mean,
is
it's great, but I'm surprised it's top 3. That's actually kind of insane. I feel like.
really?
It's a
Dude,
great
Christian Bale's
movie.
portrayal of Joker has forever changed how people view Joker
I don't know. Top
and
three though
villains.
is insane. You know what? I actually don't know what my understanding or perception of Joker was before that movie. When he played the Joker, I was like, oh yeah, that's the Joker.
No, that's how much of a cultural impact his performance had.
I mean,
You literally you've forgotten 'cause you knew the Joker existed before that, right?
so yes, in cartoons, but I've never seen like any of the previous iterations of Joker, like the old movies. You know,
Yeah. So that's how much it's been.
but that was the Joker of my generation, of like the past, like Anyway,
Has anyone done a better job? Because there have been newer portrayals of Joker, right? But when you think of Joker, you still think of Heath Ledger's Joker, right?
well, I think out of all the movie live action ones, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not
Also,
even close.
not just the Joker, but like villains in general. Like the portrayal of like comic book villains, that was groundbreaking. The way that he did Joker, right? Everyone's been trying to emulate that ever since.
You're like
Uh,
asking me to think about something I've never thought about before.
That's
Villain
that's how
portrayals?
yeah, that's how conversations work.
No, it's not.
Great
Is it?
conversation.
No, but like I can't respond to that because I haven't thought about it.
Yeah. Well,
Well, there
that's
aren't a lot of live action superhero movies that are legitimately good, right? What's
so
up?
like yeah,
Yeah.
let's think about some of the ones that came before it, right? Like going back to like
They're really bad. Some of them are just off. I like them, but they were objectively horrible, you know?
right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
And
but
this like
yeah.
uh, this grounded reality of comic book characters that was never done before. Like I would say prior to The Dark Knight, the best comic book adaptation in live action was probably like Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah.
But even that, like it was very clearly a comic book, right?
Well, it's a guy who has superpowers.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
it was kind of no. I felt like it was believable. Yeah.
yeah, but would you like nobody started saying like this is like a comic book movie was good. It was always it's good for a comic book movie.
Sure.
But
Sure.
The
Sure.
Dark Knight was the first one that it like came into the conversation just as a movie, not specifically as a
I mean,
comic
I
book movie.
agree, but then putting it on top three, that's crazy. Of
Okay,
of
let's go down the
wait,
list.
how old?
Number
What's the oldest movie you think? Like how
the
far
old,
back does it go? From the beginning of movies?
I think so.
Right. Okay, so far 74 is the oldest one I see. 72? Okay,
No,
no.
no, 57, 12 Angry
Where?
Men. And number 5.
Oh, 57? Okay, 57. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I think it's like 12 jury people.
Yo, what if okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, wait, how is this list constructed?
I think it's ratings that people rate the movies by on IMDb.
So like the
But
the Star 9.0,
yeah.
but then this one has 926,000 reviews and like the one below it, right below it, 6 has 2.1. See, I want to know how this list is made.
All right.
Anyway, all right, go ahead.
Anyways. Well, and then like Schindler's List. Have you seen Schindler's?
Nope.
That's a great. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. It's
Well,
old. Okay.
what about Pulp Fiction? Yeah.
No.
That, okay. Let's go down. No, the good, the bad, and the
Hey, wait,
ugly.
we're going too fast. Hold on. Whoa, what's the point of us looking at this list? Inception 10 is crazy. Why?
Oh, wait, you have Inception as number 10?
No, oh yeah. That's not what you
Mine
have.
says no. Mine's 10 is the good, the bad, and ugly.
I don't know what that
Wait,
is.
is
Okay.
this like live update? Hold on, let me see.
No. Hold on.
No.
Wait, what was your URL? IMDb
.com/chart/top TOP
chart
top
slash
TOP.
top. Okay. Top 250 movies
Yeah.
as rated by regular people voted on this, and that's how. Okay. Okay, so like 3 and 4, they both say 9.0, but maybe like it's like a 9. Wait, I don't know. Like
I'm
9.01.
sure there's more decimal points.
Okay,
there.
okay. So this is just what regular people have voted as the best. So this is an aggregate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like Fight Club. Have you seen Fight Club?
Nope. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Out of the top 10, I haven't seen one, haven't seen two, haven't seen four, five. So it doesn't. I don't think I can count myself as see. I paid to see Lord of the Rings, all of them, but
Uh-huh.
I slept through most of them. So I don't
Okay.
think that counts.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I've already lost track of how many I haven't seen. One, two, three,
Well, let's count the ones you
four,
have seen. I
five,
think that's better.
6, 7, 8. Okay, so I only saw The Dark Knight
Uh-huh.
and
You saw Forrest
and
Gump, right?
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
that's literally the next one that I've
Uh-huh.
seen. So 2, then 11,
You saw
14.
Inception.
I saw Inception. I
You saw Star
No,
Wars.
I didn't. I didn't
You
watch it.
haven't seen Star
I
Wars?
tried to watch it and it was too slow.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
so slow. Like I remember I was driving to New York and I was
Uh-huh.
trying to watch it in the car and I had to turn it off
It's
because
because you're
it
driving.
was so no, it was so slow. It
Oh
was
my god.
so slow.
It's
Okay.
world building. You need world building. It's a whole new galaxy.
So slow. Anyway, Matrix I've seen. Interstellar. Wow, Interstellar is pretty hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm shocked by this because I hold on, like Interstellar or Inception. Can I think of movies that are better than? Maybe not. I guess not, huh? Okay.
What
Well,
about Seven? Have you seen Seven?
I think I saw parts of it,
If
but
Seven's really good.
I don't like why.
Because it's well, first of all, the reveal of the villain was kind of crazy
I
because
don't
it's a big name. Kevin, like, as it's not a spoiler, it's a
so
30-year-old movie. It's Kevin Spacey is the bad guy in Seven, and
like
even apparently,
isn't it is it not a mystical kind of movie?
it's not. It's not.
Oh, so he's just a serial killer then
Yeah, but he's enacting the seven deadly sins onto
with
his
his victims, uh-huh.
yeah,
And
and it
then
like the twist at the end is phenomenal. You
spoil
know,
it, spoil it.
have you heard like someone making the "What's in the box" like that
Oh
Penny Crunch?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's from Seven.
So what's in the box?
Um, okay, I guess spoiler alert. If you want to watch Seven, go watch it. But in the box is his pregnant wife's head.
Ooh, Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt, yeah, Brad Pitt's pregnant wife's head.
Oh God, why?
Yeah, he's so that's like the twist. Like this guy's enacting the seven deadly sins. He's saying he himself is jealousy, and by so he because he was jealous of the Brad Pitt's character, and he forces Brad Pitt to become Wrath by killing his wife,
Oh,
and then because Brad Pitt's character, who's a detective, ends up killing the the killer.
what
So
was
it's like a hmm,
the
yeah.
point? What was his end goal? Just to do that?
So he was making like a grand social commentary of how corrupt and how terrible humanity is. Because each of the people he killed in that way, they were guilty of that particular sin. And like you kind of see throughout Brad Pitt's character, he's kind of a rash, kind of a wrathful guy.
Oh, so
So,
he actually has anger issues.
a little bit, a little
Okay.
bit.
How did Kevin Spacey's character come to know this guy?
He's like a I don't know, just observation and just
Like from where? Who is Kevin Spacey in regular life? Like in the movie?
like a mailman or something?
All
I
right.
forget. I forget what he was.
Anyways, okay. That
But
I don't like scary things, so I like thrillers. I'm not a big fan of that.
number 23, Seven Samurai.
Nope. I have no idea what that is. You seen
It's
that
it's
too?
a yeah, it's a very
Bro.
old movie.
Did you take
But
movie classes?
no, it's just dude, this is the top movie list. Like you you don't see good movies? That's I feel like you're the weird one here.
I watch recent ones. I watch it when they come out. I don't go
Did you
back in
watch
time.
did you watch Saving Private Ryan?
Nope.
You have, oh my that's
Okay.
okay,
I
no,
think I might be an outlier.
you're the outlier.
No,
That
no, I
that
don't think so. I think you are. I
no,
genuinely think you might be.
Saving Private Ryan doesn't feel like an old movie. You should watch it. It's really
1998.
good.
City of
It's
God.
it's gonna be 30 years old in 3 years. That's crazy. Wow.
That that there's so many good movies coming. You know what? I really want to watch Mission Impossible. That actually is coming out sooner than I thought. The new one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like the whole series.
Me
I
too.
I like, yeah. I mean, they're
Especially
kind of
starting.
brain dead. Not brain dead, but just
No, I think it's
mindless fun.
no, I think it's mindful fun. I
Mindful
especially
fun.
a lot of people say it really got good starting Ghost Protocol. I actually think it got good on the third one. I really like the third one.
No, yeah, I like them too, but they're not like, social commentary or anything like. It just, yeah, they're just fun, very
Oh
interesting,
yeah,
well
yeah,
thought out, good story.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
mine.
yeah,
I don't mind. Anyway,
yeah.
Green Mile. No, I know what it is. I haven't seen it. Life is Beautiful. Nope.
Oh my
Terminator
gosh.
2. I've seen. I mean, I probably saw it back then. Anyway, Star Wars. Nope. Back to the Future. I liked all of them. All the Back to the
Uh-huh.
Future. Spirit of the Way. Yeah, that was too scary. It's only PG.
Actually, I haven't seen any of the
Oh,
what was that studio called? Glibby? Yeah, I haven't seen any of those movies.
but Spirited Away, I saw it. I mean, I feel like I saw it like middle school or high school. It scared the heck. Like I was so scared. I was traumatized after watching it. And it's only
Mm.
PG. What's PG like?
Parental guidance advised.
So like
Just watch it.
I don't know. Like what's a minimum age for a PG movie, you think?
I mean,
Sixth
anyone can
grade?
go. Any age can go and watch it.
No,
I think.
if an elementary school kid saw Spirited Away, I think I was scared. I don't know. Maybe my tolerance level was really. Pianist? I think I saw The Pianist.
The Pianist is really good. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Gladiator. I saw a long time ago. I mean, I remember it being good, but I saw a long, long time ago.
Gladiator is good.
Why is it rated R? Is
It
there
is,
nudity?
no, it's
There's
is
blood
it?
and gore?
I don't think so. I think it's just a ton of. Can you hear my daughter?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, guys.
Right.
Sorry, listeners.
Unpredictable.
So unpredictable.
Wow,
But
Parasite's 34? I still haven't seen it.
you haven't seen Parasite,
I'm scared.
bro?
I'm too scared to see it.
Okay. You just don't like movies.
No, I
right?
like movies, but I'm too scared to
No,
see it, I said.
no, I don't think you're a movie fan. I think you're an MC. That's it.
No, I like John Wick, I said.
John Wick.
I like the Dark Knight series.
Also, you're like a comic book movie fan.
No,
Then
John Wick is not a comic book.
I wouldn't be surprised if it started as.
I like the Mission Impossibles.
Okay.
What did I say? I like Pixar movies.
What about The Lion King? Have you seen The Lion King?
The original one? Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's an old movie.
Where is it? Oh, 36?
Number 36, yeah.
But I
That's
haven't
almost
seen it.
20
Yeah, I
almost
saw it in
30
1994 probably.
Yeah, that's more than 30 years ago.
Yeah. I saw it when
heard-
I was okay. So yeah, at the time, that time in my life, yes, I probably saw it. But I'm not gonna watch.
What about The Departed?
I did see
Number
that.
38.
2006.
Yeah.
That's pretty new.
No, that's 20 years ago. But you would still recommend it, right?
Recommend
you say
it?
this-
I
would
don't
you say it's
think it would be on the top of my mind. If somebody's like, "Have you seen The Departed?" Yeah. Do you like it? Yeah, it was really good. What's the twist? There's a twist, right?
There's no twist.
Oh.
There's a shock ending, but
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Whiplash? Nope, haven't seen it.
The Usual Suspects at 46.
Prestige?
good one.
What's the Prestige?
It's the one with Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman.
Is that good?
It was pretty. You haven't seen it,
I don't.
bro?
Think
What?
So.
I'm so.
Oh.
You just like super mainstream movies, huh?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you're a casual fan. You're not like an actual fan.
What does that even mean? Of
Like
movies?
you're the type of basketball fan that is like only watches like the playoffs and roots for the team that's winning, kind of. Like super casual.
I keep up with. Well, so like if I had so much time to just watch things, I
Uh-huh.
would probably watch Korean dramas or animes. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it. That makes
Scary.
sense.
A lot of these are rated R and scary. I can't watch that stuff. So that's like half the list. The Django I saw. Yep. Dune.
What did you call it? What did you call it?
The Django.
Are you sure you've seen it? Because you
Yeah,
don't
yeah. The Django.
pronounce it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm just
No,
letting people know what it is. Django could be confusing. The Django. Anyway.
yeah.
Dune. Nope, I haven't seen either. How come Dune 2 is up here ahead of Dune 1?
I mean, well, I think Dune, yeah, I do think Dune 2 is better. But Dune
Really?
was really good. Yeah, Dune was really
The whole
good.
series or just the
It
second
was
one?
just only it's only two movies.
Okay, it ends
It's
like
a, it's a continuation of the story.
do you think there's gonna be a part 3 or you think it's gonna end with 2?
I think they could do three.
Yeah, but 2 is
There's enough
satisfying.
uh to
All
a
right.
certain degree. Yeah. I would want to see a part three. Like I would see more. I would want to see more.
You know what?
But
I try to watch. Oh, sorry. You know, I just talk. I don't care. Anyway, I've tried to watch some of these really good movies, like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I remember watching it with my dad when I was, much younger, and I remember parts of it being really, really good. And I think the ending, there are twists that are interesting and fun. But when I try to watch it recently, like remastered on Disney Plus,
Mhm.
couldn't get into it. So boring, so old.
Huh.
Like it just feels like it's not. Maybe it's my TikTok brain that.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, you need it to be like flashy and
Quick, very quick.
yeah. All the movies you talked about were like very flashy, very action filled.
No, no.
Yeah.
Wally. I like Wally.
Wally is very flashy.
No, well, literally.
Yeah,
Like literally flashes.
it
Oh,
is very
oh,
flashy.
like visually stimulating.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm. I thought you
Like,
meant flashy. Like,
do you watch like? Are you okay with movies that are kind of subtle, more dialogue based?
you know what I really hated? The Batman with the guy, the Twilight guy.
Oh,
The,
Robert
yeah,
Pattinson.
couldn't. It was literally too dark. I couldn't watch it. I literally couldn't see it. Oh
It
my
was very
god.
dark.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
literally very dark.
Did you like it? Was it good? Some people said it was good.
I think it could have been two movies. Like
Well,
it
okay.
it should have ended
Seems
like
like a problem.
30 minutes before the actual movie.
All right.
Have you seen Inglorious Bastards at number 69?
Oh, funny number. Okay. Hey, slow down. 12th fail?
Yeah.
No. Inglorious
No,
Bastards?
no, no.
No.
Yeah, Inglorious Bastards. Inglorious
Is that how
Bastards.
you spell that word? Hmm.
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
But Quentin Tarantino said he did it stylistically. But that's a lot of dialogue. I think based on the marketing, people were expecting something more action packed.
Oh, but it's
Like
just
I would say
a lot of talking.
there is some action in there, but yeah, you should Inglorious
In
Bastards. I think it's a good one.
Nazi occupied France during World War II, a plan to assassinate is by a group of US soldiers. Once has with theater owners venture. What? So the soldiers and a theater owner try to kill Nazi soldiers?
No. You just gotta watch it.
All right.
You
Anyways,
don't have any.
I don't watch a lot of rated R movies. I don't know why. I just don't.
You're weird.
Am I?
Oh, have you seen Goodwill Hunting?
See, you know what's really frustrating about this scenario right here between you and me? It's just
What?
two people. Who knows who the weird person is? Because there's only one other person. You know?
No. This list is compiled by everybody who uses IMDb.
All right. Yeah.
So you're.
I agree. No, maybe the 300 people voting for this is the same 3 million, or 3 million people voting for this is the same 3 million, and they're just all weirdos. 3 million out of 3.
There are at
what are
least
we?
3
2,
million
3
people that agree
billion?
with me and don't agree with you. So
I mean, okay, but 3 million people agree with you. There's what, 3 billion people in the world right now? Wait, what are we at?
8 billion?
2?
8?
8?
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
You
a
know,
billion.
actually, I actually read something recently that they say they might be off by like 50% because of
Huh?
uncounted people. Yeah, they say the global population might be much higher than
Oh,
8
much
billion.
higher than 8?
Yeah.
Hey, I was just shocked by 8. When do you think the population was at 3? Hold on. What? Hold on, give me a second.
No,
Hold
not
on.
in our lifetime.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
God dang. 8?
Look it up.
Okay, you look it up. I'm shocked by
Global
that. I
population.
genuinely thought we were at like 3 or 5.
When was global population 3 billion?
1958. No?
Oh, 19? No. Oh, the global population reached 3 billion. Oh, 1960.
Hey! 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 Yep.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
yeah.
How are we at 8 billion now?
Exponential. I guess, that's how exponential.
So look, listen to this. 1 billion was 1804, and then 2 billion. It took over 100 years, 1907. 3 billion is 1960.
Who the freak are having this many babies?
I know, right? And then in 14 years goes to 4 billion, and then 13 years 5 billion, 12 years 6 billion. Dang, it's like, and then another 12 years 7 billion,
A billion
and then
is
11
shorter,
years
shorter.
8 billion. Wow. So after, like, once we got to like 4 billion, it's been, well, after we got to 3 billion, it's been like every 10 years it adds another billion.
You know, I do put a lot of faith in the Bible. I wonder when it was like zero. Like, how did humans start?
Exactly. It can't be the millions and millions of years that they think it is, right?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. Like, did we? It was two. Is yeah, 100 people. Like, what? Did 100 people climb out of the ocean? Like, I don't get it.
Huh. I don't know.
And then
Ocean.
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
So all the monkeys, some of them turned into humans, and some of them stayed as monkeys.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, we're way over. Thank you. Bye bye.